Hello, César. Hi, everyone. So I have two questions, actually. The first one is, I don't actually get, you said that in the deepest sleep, in the dreamless state, we are who we truly are. But we cannot recognize it because we sleep. And we only can recognize it when we wake up. But if we recognize it not with the mind, how do we get it when we in a awoken state? And in a awoken state, everything is a mind. Body, what you see, everything is a mind. And then with what we understood our true nature.
By yourself, by being yourself. You say, in the awakened state, everything is the mind. We see the mind, right?
Yeah.
Then, who sees the mind? I. See?
But isn't it the mind sees the mind?
I that sees the mind is not the mind. How do you see this I? You can't see this I. You can only be this I. You already are this I. You always are this I. This I means self-consciousness or whatever you like to call it.
And then if mind doesn't exist, how it appears and how it
doesn't exist.
how it pretends to exist.
It doesn't exist means it's not real. It appears and it disappears. Yes or no? It appears in the awakened state as the awakened state and disappears in the deep sleep as the deep sleep. It doesn't disappear. It is sleeping. It is unmanifest. It is at rest. Not moving. Unconscious. Yes or no?
Yes, but I have this confusion. When you sleep, the body is sleeping, and somebody would kill you when you sleep, and the world you doesn't turn this world. It's just your sleeping body, awakened body. I don't know.
Who cares? In the sleep, you are not worried about being killed. You are worried about being killed in the awakened state because of the idea of being the body. And what is death? The loss of body consciousness. What is deep sleep? The loss of body consciousness. So sleep is like an intermittent death. So the body is death. You are alive. You are always alive. You cannot die. You're asking all these questions because the idea of being the body, which is the idea of being the mind, because the mind is that little thought, that troublesome thought, I am the body.
Yes. But it's only I know to be the body.
Hmm?
It's the only thing I know. Being the body.
I know. Who is the I that knows that? Bring the attention there. Don't rationalize it and intellect you. Just do it.
Yeah, and my second question is about inquiry. It's you tell it that inquiry it's effortless, and for example, when I don't do inquiry, I just being. I don't. I'm just being and see, and that's it. And then I remembered that I should do inquiry, not just be awake, because without mind, you are just like a small baby who cannot talk or doesn't understand what's around, and still it's a human and it's a body. And when I'm trying to make an inquiry, I get really tired, like in school, for example, when some subjects more easy and some subjects more difficult. And for example, after literature or English class, I was full of energy, and after it's every class in Russia, it's 45 minutes, and like I could spend 45 minutes in like literature or Russian language or English language and be full of energy, and 45 minutes in a mathematics class, especially when teacher doesn't allow to use calculator, I was just fully exhausted. And now inquiry seems like it, like I do the inquiry, keep the mind calm, and then I'm just exhausted and I want to sleep. That's it. And inquiry ends because I'm tired and I understood that I do something wrong, because you tell this is just being. It's easy to be and no effort. But I understood that I get the knowledge wrong or something.
The inquiry put the mind at rest. How can be at rest be tiresome? Okay.
It turns that I do
Okay,
something wrong.
you are doing an extra effort then. It seems that we have to make an effort to be self-aware. But once I am self-aware, I don't have to make an effort to be self-aware. I am effortlessly self-aware. Are you following?
I don't know.
If I am aware of just being, no effort is required. The effort is when I get distracted, see, when the attention goes out of myself. When I get distracted with something else, someone else. And that is effort. See, this movement outwards is effort.
Yeah, I see.
Now, fine, you get tired. Okay, no problem. Rest.
I'm sorry. Я разговариваю, что? Да. Okay.
If you are tired, then you rest and do it again when you are fresh. You fall asleep, no problem. When you wake up, you carry on. The body needs rest and the mind will go to sleep, right?
But
Not
why I get tired? Because I try to get it with the mind, and this is what I'm doing wrong, or what I don't understand.
because you want to get something. See, this is your natural state. It is who you are. You cannot get who you are.
I'm trying to get the knowledge of being who I am, like to have this book of telling me you are this, and that.
If you pay attention to yourself, thoughts disappear. Okay, let's put it in a different way. Let's use the word intention, right? I have the intention to go to the beach, right? When I get to the beach, the intention to be at the beach must go. Yes?
Yes.
Because it's no longer necessary.
Yes.
The intention is to know who I am, right? When I know who I am, when I am already self-aware, the intention to be self-aware also has to be given up.
Yeah, makes sense.
Exactly. Now, if you get distracted, right, then you may have to, it's called effort, call it intention, call it whatever you like. Okay, it's the intention. It's the intention to be aware of yourself. It is so-called practice, effort, sadhana, the intention, right? When I am aware of myself, the intention must stop.
I just probably have this wrong idea that to know who you are, you need to do something special, to make some special practice, some kind of special meditation and all this stuff.
Listen carefully. You already know that you are. Yes or no?
Yeah.
You already know that you are. You are just confusing yourself with the body, that's all. There is nothing special about this is what it's called natural state, not supernatural state or special state. It's one's natural state, the state of simply being.
Bless you.
Maybe you can be still effortlessly. Okay. Some people can just, okay, I will be still. But the one that is still is, right? It already is, yes? And it is already aware that it is. So we are always aware, I am.
Yeah. Difficult to keep it still because I cannot control it. And before, as I said to you, there was songs coming out of, like it just singing. And then when it stops singing all that I know, it started to shows me that I don't know the music I never heard. There's some scripts of cartoons or movie that I could have write down, and I like watch it and okay, good movie, not interested in writing a script and trying to uh, not to avoid it, like to ignore it, but still it's not calm. It's really active.
Okay, fine. The mind is active, not you.
Yeah. At least I could see it already.
Exactly. I see the mind active. I see the mind still. Mind still means it's not there. Mind activity is thought. No thought means no mental activity. The word mental activity refers to the movements of thought. No thought means no movement of the mind is still. But it's not you who is still or active. You simply are. See? Neither active nor still, neither this nor that, neither like this nor like that. Simply are. You simply are. See? I simply am. See? I am. Right.
Yeah. We must try not to lose that. That is self-knowledge. That is self-awareness. That is self-inquiry. And that is self-realization. To know that I simply am. To know I am is to be conscious of being, of simply being. Not being this or that, like this or like that. So without the body, you are. Without the mind, you are. That means that you're independent from the body and the mind. So you are with or without body, with or without mind. You are independent. See? Self-effulgent. See, there is no light that shines you. You are the light that shines everything else. Everything depends on you. Body, mind depends on you because you are, anything else can be. Because nothing can be without consciousness, right? Why do I need the mind? Who distracts, who covers my own reality then?
There is not even a mind. See, how can it be there? It appears to be there. So it is the world. It appears to be there. It is an illusion. Then let it be. Who cares? It's not separate from you. See, you can't get rid of the illusion. You can become aware of the fact that body mind is an illusion, and yet it's not separate from you. Depends on you, but you don't depend on it. Now, if you are meant to be an artist, a creative person, all this will come to you. You just write it down and draw it and pass it to the boss and see how it goes. That's all. Get your money and go back home and rest.
I'm not even interested now. Because all this creation and all this stuff, it's like red racing. I'm not interested in just, I
Anyway,
don't know.
I'm saying is don't worry about what needs to be done. It's gonna get done, right? Whatever this body came into existence for, forget about it, it will happen. Whatever is meant to happen will happen. If you are meant to work, you will. You won't be able to stop. If you are not meant to work, you won't. You won't be able to get a job. So whatever is meant to happen will happen. Then if it's going to happen anyway, then forget about it. Why thinking about people? How it's going to be? What is going to happen? How it's going to happen? When it's going to happen? And if it happened, how it's going to be? Oh, Jesus Christ, why to drive oneself nuts? Right? In such a way. Let us be what we are, remain as what we actually are, and leave everything else alone.
I don't plan anymore. I just woke up and see what the day is going to bring me.
Exactly. There was a guy called Jesus. Did you hear of him?
Yeah,
Right.
probably.
Right. He said, live the day of today as if it is your last day, because it might be, right? Say tomorrow will have its own troubles, its own hassle, right? So don't you have enough with today's issues that you are already thinking and worrying about tomorrow, right? Moment by moment, see? Moment by moment. The unavoidable moment. Because if this moment is not meant to be the way it is, why the hell it is the way it is? Right? If you and I are not supposed to be talking, why are we talking? Obviously, this is meant to be. Then let it be as it is. Right?
Yeah.
This is why it's compulsory, as far as I am concerned, to become aware of one's reality. So I can be aware of my reality, which is peace, call it whatever you like, bliss, happiness, love, completeness, wholeness, fullness, right? And everything else is partial, right? Everything else is not complete, right? Everything changes, right? It's subject to change, subject to transformation, right? Then, but I is always the same. See, and the reality of I is always the same. So more I am aware of my reality, see, I care less and less and less about the nature of the illusion.
Before I knew about the enlightenment, I have this idea that nothing could make you complete but yourself. And what is actually this self, I didn't know. And I was started to seek because I knew that no, no money, no partner, no job make you feel complete. And now I know this like knowledge, and I think that mind still wanting something, liberation. It's the trap, that it is still a wish to get something.
Liberation is not what you get. What you get is to understand that there is nothing for you to be liberated from. That you're not even free, that you are beyond freedom, right? What you are simply is. If you say, I am free, then I am attaching something to the I am, right? And it is now free. Or it is in I am is I am is I am. I am what I am. I am as I am. I am that I am. See, not free or this or that or the other. Consciousness doesn't need to free itself from the illusion. It can't free itself from the illusion. Because illusion is inseparable from consciousness. It's like its own shadow, right? Wherever consciousness is, the illusion is. The problem is that we take the illusion to be real and oneself to be an infinitesimal part of the totality of the illusion. That's all.
Maybe for now, good news for me is to understand that I don't control anything. It's just the way it is.
You are just a mere witness. And the mind is an illusion. How can you control an illusion? And if it is not real, why bother to control it? If it is real, maybe you can control it. But can you control your dreams? You are not concerned about controlling your dreams.
Yeah. But before I was analyzing what was it about. I see this, I said that. And then now I see any dreams is like, oh, okay, whatever. Okay, whatever.
When the awakening state is not different than the dream state. So the attitude must be the same. Okay, whatever.
Yes.
It's not different. In the awakening state, you're hungry. In the dream, you're hungry. In the awakening state, you see that you have a body. In the dream state, you have a body, right? And there is a life also in it. The 5 minutes of dreams can be like a lifetime, right?
Yeah.
And you marry, you can have children, you can go to a job, you can go through an operation, and you can experience this and that. No different than it. So it's a mental state, right? Awakened state, dream state, sleep state. It's a mental state. So what is it? Which one is real? None of them. The three states contradict each other, right? And they alternate. So which one is real? Which one is which? None of them. The only reality there is you, the witness of the mind, right? That is why we are here, to become aware of this fact.
Yeah, because now I just can believe you or not. I believe you that awaken is mind state, but I don't know it. I know that dream are not real, but I couldn't get that this is also not real. For me, it seems real. It seems real. I have these flashes of clarity, but it's so fast and so tiny and delicate, and I couldn't stay in it.
And this will become permanent. But you have to see, always discriminate between real and unreal. Real is I. Everything else is not real, right?
Yeah, it seems like 99% of my reality is not real, but I get it as a real one.
Exactly, exactly. So, more you become aware of yourself, more you keep yourself aware of yourself, That doesn't mean that you will not perceive through the senses, right? That doesn't mean that maybe some thoughts will pass by because you need them for the practicality of your daily life. Keep only these thoughts, actually, right? The useful thoughts, right? Get rid of the useless, like mental projections, desires, fears, anxieties, worries, likes, dislikes. This is useless, right? Only the pragmatic thinking, right? So you can be aware of all that, and yet you can be aware of yourself, right? Until you remain aware of yourself permanently without holding any intention to be self-aware. See, no effort and permanent.
Hope this slide. But you never know.
And never leave room or give room to doubt. Doubt is also a thought.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, time up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.